Miles Bridges is officially making his comeback to the NBA. Yes, the Charlotte Hornets power forward, who was an ascending star and missed all of last season due to domestic violence issues, is probably going to return to the Hornets by mid-season because, of course, he still has to serve a 30-game suspension, so he will miss the beginning of it. But this dude is back, and the reason I'm making this video is because he spoke to the media for the first time on Tuesday after receiving a new deal worth $7.9 million, and it's a one-year deal. So he's speaking to the media for the first time, and in this little press conference, he tells them that he is very sorry for the pain and embarrassment he caused everyone after allegations popped up, I want to say, around the beginning of last season. Now, of course, he says he's sorry, and he's saying all the right words, but we don't really know the truth. I mean, he also went on to vow how he plans to rebuild his relationships with his teammates, along with, I want to say, becoming a more active member in the Charlotte community. So maybe that makes up for all the wrongdoings he's done. But in November, this man pled no contest to a felony charge that stemmed from accusations that he assaulted the mother of his children in front of his children, and was sentenced to 3 years of probation. So the question is, does Miles Bridges even deserve a second chance? Because later in the press conference, he goes on to thank the Hornets organization for giving him said second chance, and a lot of guys in his situation probably wouldn't be giving the same, opportunities that he's been given. He's sorry to his family, his friends, and all the pain he's caused, but I don't know if that's enough. Now, I believe one of the main reasons the Hornets decided to give this man a second chance is because without him, they seem to struggle. I mean, last year he missed all of the 2022 season, and the Hornets only won 27 games. Now, I do think another big factor as to them only winning 27 games last season, besides missing Miles Bridges, was probably because LaMelo Ball missed a big portion of last season due to injury. So that, along with not having Miles Bridges, really hurt the team. But, with him in 2021, his best season, the Hornets won 43 games and were on the verge of making the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they lost in the play-in that year, which was really unfortunate. This team was up and coming, looking super bright in 2021. Had a bit of a setback year last year. And now with Miles Bridges set to return mid-season and LaMelo Ball looking healthy, and the new draft pick in Brandon Miller, the future is looking just a little bit brighter in Charlotte. Plus, I also think that it helps that MJ isn't going to be the owner anymore. I'm not saying he was a terrible owner, but he did really only make, 2 good draft picks his entire tenure there, with his 2 best players that he drafted probably being Kemba Walker, who was a fantastic all-star that was never given a good enough team to make any real run at, a playoff run at. So unfortunately for Kemba Walker, he got screwed by the organization. And, I do think that MJ also made a great pick by selecting LaMelo Ball. Now, was he an obvious selection at the time? Yes. Did it work out? It has so far. I mean, I'm pretty sure LaMelo Ball just got that huge 5-year extension, right? Along with guys like Tyrese and Anthony Edwards. I'm pretty sure LaMelo Ball got like a 5-year, $250-ish million deal. So I would say that things have worked out for LaMelo. But the same can't be said with Miles Bridges. I mean, this guy was drafted, 5-ish years ago? And since joining the Hornets, he's gone on to improve every year, basically. I mean, let's take a look at his rookie year, where the Charlotte Hornets would go on to win 39 games after only winning 36. Not a huge jump, but it was their head coach James Borrego's first season back in 2019. So you got to take that into account. It was like a newish regime. They were trying to head into a new era after, leaving behind their old coach in Steve Clifford. And in 2019, Miles Bridges was a very supportive cast member. I mean, this dude, He started in 25 games his rookie year, averaged about 7 points, I want to say, along with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and almost 1 steal a game. So he was very alright his rookie year. Alright, but there's not much you can ask for rookies, especially one drafted like Miles Bridges. I'm pretty sure he wasn't like a top pick. He was number 12, so he was kind of late in the lottery. There's that. Anyway, he would go on to, try and find his footing in the NBA over the next 2 seasons. But I wouldn't say he had a breakout year. until 2022, where this man, the lights really got bright. I'm pretty sure it was LaMelo Ball's rookie year, so it was his first time playing with LaMelo, and he did really well. He blossomed in his role at power forward. This was his second year at power forward, and he really took control of the game. I mean, in 2022, I want to say Miles Bridges started in all of the 80 games that he played, which is huge because in 2021, he only started in like 19 games, played 66 of them. So this was a huge jump in minutes overall for the guy. This guy was playing a lot more minutes and got a huge jump. I mean, his stats leaped through the roof. Instead of averaging 13, he would go on to average 20 points a game, along with getting, I want to say, 7 rebounds, more than he had ever gotten in any previous season. And his assist numbers jumped all the way up to 4. And I think it's easier to pass the ball when you got guys like LaMelo and Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier taking the shots. You're obviously going to pass the ball out more. Those are some pretty prominent guards and forwards who know how to score, especially in this league. And his steals and blocks are almost at about 1, some career highs, I would like to say. So before his suspension, Miles Bridges was looking like he had a really bright future. Honestly, he was putting some, fringe all-star level stats, which is really good. The Charlotte Hornets barely have any all-stars ever. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if LaMelo Ball's been one yet, but besides him, it's probably only been Kemba Walker. This organization doesn't really know how to, grow their talent. So Miles Bridges could be one of the few bright spots in the upcoming years. It just sucks that he has to, there's this bad rep surrounding him. And honestly, does he even deserve a second chance? That's the real question. I wouldn't give him a second chance. I mean, if what the reports are saying are true, he should be given way more than a 50-game suspension. I know he missed all of last season, and the way he talks about it is like he's sorry that it happened, which means that he kind of did it. But like I said, the Hornets are desperate. They are in a very desperate situation, which is why I think they were so willing to bring him back. They were just so willing to have him back. But that's about it for the video. I just wanted to talk about it because, he had just made a press conference. This was like his first time speaking to the media in a while. So I just wanted to cover that and where the Charlotte Hornets might be looking to go in the future. Because besides having Miles Bridges on the team, it's looking like a very solid core. I mean, they got Brandon Miller now. They have LaMelo Ball. And we'll see what Miles Bridges does. Anyway, that's about it. Catch y'all later. Much love. Deuces.